Hello, queens, and welcome to another stream of Neverwinter, Undermountain. I am Gina, aka the Gina Chu. How are you guys doing today? I am so excited to be hanging with you tonight. I had a crazy day today. There was so much going on, but now it is my time to hang out with you guys, and you know that is like one of my most favorite things to do in the world because I love your faces so much. I hope you guys have been having a great weekend so far. I got a lot done. It is really starting to get into kind of like the middle endish of spring here in New York. It's really starting to get hot, which means the air conditioners are officially in. It gets very hot here in my living room when I stream with you guys because it's an enclosed space. I live in like a finished attic. My computer gets hot, so it gets incredibly hot up here. Even during, the cold seasons, it can get very hot here. So if you hear any rumbling of any kind, that is probably the air conditioner, and I'm not sorry about it because it gets really hot. I'm not gonna make any apologies. I always see a lot of content creators, like streamers, YouTubers, always freaking out about like, oh, it's so hot in here, but I don't want to turn on the air conditioner because you'll hear it in the background. I'm sorry if it annoys you. I need to keep myself cool. I'm sorry, not sorry. So I don't think there's really much more to say. We should play a game. Let's play a game. Oh my god. Having a day today. It has been a crazy day. My apartment cleaned. Had to go get an oil change and my car inspected. Everything passed inspection, but I do need to get a new muffler sometime in the next couple of months. Mine is starting to rot out, but all it does is really make noise, so it's not that big of a deal. Like, it's still past inspection and everything. That's just something I'm going to have to deal with at some point. Alrighty, so let us jump back in with Brazine. I'm really excited to hop back on in and see what new stuff we can figure out. Oh, I keep forgetting that my keyboard changes colors whenever I start Neverwinter. Neverwinter is one of those games. I feel like there is something on my upper set of eyelashes that is making my vision blurry. Makeup does that to me sometimes. If I get like when I set my under eye concealer, if I get like powder on my eyelash, like it'll blind me all freaking day. Right, I didn't want to claim this because I didn't really have room. So I'm gonna continue to just kind of leave that there for the moment. Brazine is looking badass. I no longer have a neck thing to clip. Do I? Yeah, no, I don't no longer have a neck thing to clip through, which is great. Happy about it. So we left off here with, link letter. Right, this is this thing that I'm doing. Now I gotta start it again. And this is going to take another 15 minutes, right? So while that marinates in the background, we are going to do this Troubled Times quest. I'm sorry, Assembling the Future. No, Assembling the Future is that. Troubled Times. We're actually running behind on levels right now, which is a little weird. Normally, I'm always ahead, but like I said, that may be because of the change of game balancing. That may be the change of, just experience level. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look like there's anything else new and exciting here. This fucking Doom train is over. I keep thinking Doom train like Final Fantasy, but it literally looks just like a Doom train. A train of Doom. It's really more like a tank. That would be so badass. See, I'm glad that I, need to be really, careful with my finances in a way, and I'm glad that I'm so responsible about it. Because, let me tell you, queens, if I had all the money in the goddamn world, I would just go buying all the things in all the games. Okay, so here's the Linkletter residence. We know that the Linkletter family has a pretty tragic story that we run into several times in our adventures here in Neverwinter.
Please help us! It's my wife, Dorothea. She was spell scarred last winter. We've been hiding it so she wouldn't be sent to Hell's Hole.
And now there's bad things going on, and we're like, what the fuck? And we need to help her because she's just an innocent little girl. And then there's Razad, who's definitely not an evil bastard that's going to turn on us.
Dorothea some medication that will return her to what she was before, but it will only stabilize her.
And now we have to stabilize her.
What's happening to me? Oh, what have I become?
I'm so glad you're back to yourself,
please
love.
Help me.
Razad tells me she could change again at any time. He also said he can help her if we can get her to this hidden hospice in the ruins of the Tower of Solace.
Yes, let's take her to the hidden hospice.
Dorothea's condition is worse than true. The dead rats
So now
sometimes
we're gonna go take her
move
to
through
the
those
tower.
sewers. But there's no time to wait, lest Dorothea be discovered.
We've done this story stuff before several times, which is why I'm blasting through the story. If you're interested in hearing this story, you could definitely go check out our first ever playthrough of Neverwinter on stream, or even better, it's free to play. Download it yourself, give it a try. It's good fun. It is good fun. Alright, we need to go to the sewers in Detective's Enclave. Why is this so off-center? Like, my camera's really off-center. Naughty the fuck. See if that helped at all. Yes, it did. Helped quite a bit. Oh, also, I can now pray, so... should probably come up here and do that while I'm in the area. See? Here we go. Alright, so if I remember this correctly, we have to...
Thank you for doing this. I don't want
we have to be really careful where, like, if she takes too much damage, she'll go nuts, and then we have to fight her to put her down. It gets really annoying really quick. Yeah, when she gets scared, we have to give her an elixir.
I feel much better.
Yeah, to kind of ward off the change. Otherwise, we need to fight her. Not too difficult, but annoying. You know what I mean? She's good. She's just walking without me. Dorothea, that's not a good, that's not a good. I need to give her an elixir.
I feel much better.
Maybe if I could get through this without her turning once, I would be happy with that. Thievery. Thank you. I know she turned like 500 times last time I, Oh, there's Mouse. Hee. She turned like 500 times last time I played, but I was playing a different class. I was playing a tank, not DPS. DPS is a little easier because I could just slap on all the damage. She's gonna turn here. I can feel it. Get over here.
I'm all right.
Good. Stay that way, please. Oh god, there's a thing here.
Look who's here! Should we kill you in front of your little wife, Joseph?
Wow! That's not okay.
Keep away from my...
Okay, so I did it, but I did it as best as I could. Yeah, that's what happens when she gets too scared.
You lose.
Okay, so I got something about an exchange vendor, and I got Acquisitions Inc. because I hit level 15. So, yeah. Acquisitions Inc. is something I definitely am going to start next time I go to Protector's Enclave, because that is your first campaign, which involves your first dailies, so I want to get started on that ASAP. For sure.
Those bandits picked the wrong time to get their revenge. Thank you for dealing with them, but there are more up ahead, and I don't think we'll be able to move Dorothea. The tower is nearby. We must get Rizard and bring him back swiftly. It's Dorothea's only chance.
Yeah. Let's go get Rizard. He's definitely gonna help us. I really need a healing companion. I know which companion I want. It's gonna take me a long time to save up for her. When I get the companion quest, I might grab a healer just to have a healer, rather than Mouse. My sweet little Doge, as sweet and dogy as he is, as much as I love him, as much as I love you, Mouse, you're not really doing anything for me not losing a ton of HP, so, you're cute. They got rid of the, ability on your weapons and armor that, like, lets you recover more HP. They got rid of that with the new updates, so it's a little tougher. Hi.
I heard fighting Boulogne feared the worst. I only hope poor Dorothea is undamaged. Let us go to her at once.
Oh, we're going back to Dorothea, okay. Alright, we'll go back to Dorothea. We'll play your game. So yeah, Acquisitions Incorporated is your first daily. It's not really very exciting, and I don't know anything about Acquisitions Incorporated.
There we go. You should feel better. I'm sorry this happened, but at least these brigands will no longer disturb my work. Thank you.
Cuffs of Deflection. Everything but armor penetration, but I'll take it. Apply to a mount. There we go. I don't know what it wants me to do with that bonus list, but whatever. Alright, so what is this? They changed the... Okay, yeah, that's for this. I have to return to Sergeant Knox, so I'm going to return to Sergeant Knox. Well, I'm going to do Acquisitions Incorporated first. It's a lot to do. Much has changed with the release of Mod 16 Undermountain. Speak with the Antique Scholar and Protector's Enclave to exchange your keys, enchantments, and insignias for updated versions. So, we'll start with this just to get it out of the way, but I don't have anything left over because this is a brand new character. But it would be good to just see where they are and see what they do, because you never know.
Relics to study.
Okay. Alright, so Acquisitions Inc. Locate a black... Yeah, I mean, the flyers are all over the goddamn place. They're kind of hard to miss. So let's see how much time is left on this. We got a minute there. There's literally, like, a disgusting amount of flyers to the point where, like, it's hard to not find one. I say as I try to find one. Stop proving me wrong, game. What is this?
Call to arms! Be ready for an orc raid!
What is
Call to arms! The savage orcs of the Many Arrows tribe are massing for an attack against the Neverwinter guard
special limited
post.
time event which
If
allows
that
characters
guard
with level
post
6 to 80 to
fails,
play together
the
in the same
orcs could
skirmish.
overrun the whole tower district. We'll need the city's bravest heroes to fight them off.
Huh.
The orcs of the Many Arrows Kingdom are a threat to the whole city. All the heroes of Neverwinter who have proved
By
themselves
using
in
the
battle
Q- okay, so
are
it's a special
welcome
Q.
to join the fight.
Okay. Are you prepared to make thousands of golden hours? Do you want this opportunity to make not just money but memories? Oh my god. I love it. It's so dumb in the best way ever. Oh, I forgot to send my companion for training at the end of last stream. See, this is the beginning of... Alright, so here's the thing. I kind of want to do that skirmish. Let me get through this stuff first. Because this is where the Acquisitions Inc. stuff starts. And that means we could start earning boons and shit if I understand the way the new stuff works correctly. And boons are always good in this game. They're always very powerful. I remember this. The pills that say have a magical
What I
day.
wouldn't give for some interns.
Yes, what you wouldn't give for some interns.
What do you want? I assume you're here to join the Ganadar cult. Really? Everybody else who comes down here has either joined the cult or the National Rebels. You know, if you mess with our... Acquisitions Incorporated might not be a good fit then. If you change your mind, I'll look for people running in fear.
You look like you'd make a great sacrifice. A real natural. The cult of I love your enthusiasm.
Yeah, we have to pretend to be part of these other guys and ruin them.
Atmosphere.
I used to be a loser. Just follow that tunnel behind me, and it'll take you straight to our registration.
Bye. God damn it. I knew that was gonna happen. That's okay.
You have suffered a minor injury.
Yeah, I know how minor injuries work.
Receiving 2 minor injuries in the same location upgrades the injury from minor to severe.
I'm aware.
Use an injury kit or stand by a campfire for 3 minutes to remove 1 minor injury.
Wow, it still says 3 minutes voice-wise even though they changed it to 30 seconds. Oh, girl. Yeah, it used to be 3 minutes. Back in my day, you had to stand there for 3 minutes to heal one part of an injury. Which means if you were, like, super injured... Oh, girl. It's bad stuff. This time we're not gonna stand in the fuck me area like an idiot. Go. Okay, let's go back to Walnut. And be like, yeah, we fucked their shit up.
Two things. First of all, I appreciate your help. With all the murder. And the
Track
fire.
the rebel feeder.
Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. I'm complicit. And that ensures both our safety. Anyway, one of those rebel jerks stole my documenty satchel and took off into the sewers. I would get it, but I don't want to leave my post.
Okay.
And also, I don't want to get it.
Okay, thank you. Let's start another one. That's gonna be another 15 minutes. Alrighty. So I don't know if you guys are big readers, but like I'm big on reading, and I am reading this really fun trilogy. What is it called? Fuck. I just completely lost my track of memory of anything. Wow. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, I'm reading a really good book. Gina, you're so great. You're the best. Content creation for days. I would love to know what you guys are reading. Because I always love me some books, you know what I mean? The book that I'm reading, it's not like the greatest series I've ever read in my life, but it is fun. It is one of those series that is just fun.
You're going down!
Cool. Give me. Okay. I've also been watching a lot of anime. I've been getting back into Ronin Warriors, which I love Ronin Warriors. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. I discovered it when it was on Toonami back in the day, and I was just thinking about it lately. I've been watching Bleach over again, which is kind of crazy. Oh, my allergy medication alarm. I haven't read Bleach in a very long time. I forgot how good Bleach is. I really enjoyed the story. I liked Bleach. I know everybody makes fun of it. It's like a, you know, one of the big anime that kind of, you know, it used to be what. It used to be what back in my day we called the big three. Back in the day where there were only really three very big anime, and that was Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece. Those are the big three. And the only good one was Bleach. I'm sorry, no, I'm joking. The only good ones were Bleach and One Piece. Fight me. I never really finished One Piece because I started getting into it a little bit, but I got into it like well after it started, and One Piece is stupidly massive. I think I started reading the manga when there was like 700 something chapters, and I just couldn't keep up with it. Bleach I was into from day one. Okay, so long time ago, many years ago, early 2000s, I was with my boyfriend and a bunch of our friends at an anime convention at Otakon, back when Otakon was in Baltimore in the Inner Harbor. I believe they moved it down now to like Washington State or something like that. Not Washington State, Washington DC. But we used to take the Amtrak there from Penn Station. That was how we used to get there, rather than drive. So we went one year, had a great time. We were on the train back to Penn Station after the convention was over, and I was sitting next to my boyfriend at the time, and I was like, "What are you reading?" And he's like, "I don't know. It's this first two issues of this manga that just came out that I've never heard before. It's called Bleach." And I was like, "Bleach?" I was like, "What a stupid name for a manga!" And he was like, "I'm actually kind of enjoying it." He was like, "It's actually pretty interesting." So he was telling me a little bit about it, and I was like, "Oh, that sounds cool." And he was like, "Well, I'm almost done with it. You know, if we don't get back to New York before I finish it, you know, I'll give it to you. You can, you know, and you can read through it." And he gave it to me, and I read through the whole thing on the train on the way back. And I thought it was brilliant. I loved it and thought it was really fun. And and then I remember when I was in college, I think like a year or so after that, they announced, hey, they're making an anime based on Bleach. And I was like, oh, I remember really enjoying that one volume I read, you know, on the train back from Otakon that one year. And so the first episode came out, and I remember one of the guys in the sci-fi club came in with his laptop, and he's like, guys, I got a video of the first episode, and we all, like, crowded around the table and watched it, and I was like, oh, man, I remember this character, and this character's great, and they were like, you know Bleach? And I was like, yeah, I read the manga, like, way before this happened, and people were like, I didn't even know it existed. I just know this anime started, and everybody was saying it's so good, and we all just got, like, obsessed with it. And it was just huge from, like, day one. And I'll never forget that. It was just a very weird experience to see this manga that I read one random issue of, and then all of a sudden, it got made into an anime and became, like, this crazy phenomenon. One of the most successful anime ever. And I know people give it a lot of shit, but I thought it was brilliant. I'll get into some spoilers now. If you haven't read Bleach by now, first of all, what are you doing with your life? And second of all, if you don't want any spoilers, you can feel free to mute me for a couple minutes. But I remember when Aizen was revealed to be a traitor, and just the lengths that he went to do what he did, where he was like, I grew up in the Seirete, and I joined the Soul Society, and like he was like, I, you know, worked my way up to a captain and spent like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years working for them just to put his plan into motion. I'm like, that is fucking dedication. I was like, that is a villain unlike any I've ever seen. That is dedication times 1,000. I was completely flabbergasted in like the best way possible. I thought he was just brilliant. And I still do. I think he's a pretty fantastic villain. I think he's incredibly memorable. And I think that most of what he did was fucking genius. You know, I mean, obviously he made some mistakes because, you know, his ass got called out, but, you know, he got caught. He wasn't doing nothing no more. Spent the rest of his life, you know, fucking tied up to a chair underneath the Soul Society, but whatever. That was just the way, you know, that was just how we wound up, but you know what? I don't know if he ever seemed to regret it. I think he just did what he wanted to do and was just like, you know, just being Aizen, but I thought he was great. I loved it. I loved the anime when Aizen turned traitor. That was when I was like, this is mind-blowing. And I love the whole Hueco Mundo arc. I love the Espada. I love all of this shit. I truly do. It's so good. And I'm unapologetic about it because I know, like, when things get really popular, people like start making fun of people for liking it. Like, oh, you like Bleach? Everybody likes Bleach. So what? It's good, okay? At me. Fucking fight me, alright? I don't know, I like what I like. I think the story's great. Also, now that I am a JoJo fan, which I was not when Bleach first came out, I have to say that the Zanpakuto remind me quite a bit of Stans, and it's interesting drawing those comparisons years later after, you know, Bleach, the manga has been long done. And I've been seeing a lot of calls lately for Bleach to not be remade, but to continue, because it stopped previous to where the manga ends. Like, there's much more of the manga story. I'd love to see... I've never finished the manga completely. I got kind of close, I think. But, I would love to see the rest of it animated. True story. Many, many years ago, I stopped reading Bleach. Just because I didn't really have the time and I was getting a little bit disenchanted with it. And I was really upset that Grimjow was gone because he was one of my favorite characters in the entire thing. And I told one of my friends, I told my friend Dennis, my sweet gay Swedish husband. Yes, all that's true. No, we're not actually married, but he's I love him. Okay, I love Dennis. He's like the best. Love him. And I remember we were talking. He was asking me one day if I read the new chapter of Bleach, and I was like, I'm done with Bleach. I was like, I'll tell you what. I said, the day that they give me Grimjow back, I will start reading Bleach again. And then years later, he messages me on Facebook and goes, Gina, look at the last panel of the last issue of Bleach. And then it showed that Grimjow returned, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm back in, I'm done, I'm here, I'm invested, let's do it. I just fully jumped back in. I was so excited. I never wound up finishing it because life is just too crazy and too busy, but I've been watching the anime, and probably once I catch up with the anime, I'll pick up where the manga leaves off there and finish the manga. Just because I forgot how much I liked it, and it's just fun to read it over again. Like, it's, you know, I've been having it on in the back. Like, I don't really have time to sit and watch anime. My brother and I watch JoJo every week, and that's pretty much all I have time for. I've fallen behind on Fruits Basket. I've fallen behind on, like, all the anime I watch. But, I kind of have it on in the background, like, I'm listening to the dubs, because, yes, I like the dubs, sue me. I've been listening to the dubs in the background while I've been, you know, like, cleaning and writing and looking for apartments and, you know, stuff like that. It's just fun to kind of see it all happen again. It's been a lot of fun. I'm not really into a lot of the current anime going on, and I'll tell you what, it has nothing to do with, like, being one of those, like, back in my day, anime was actually good, and this new stuff is trash kind of a thing. Because, you know, that is kind of, you know, a thing that a lot of people tend to do. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, no, the 80s and 90s anime was the best. You know, this new stuff is garbage. I don't necessarily think that. I think there's a lot of great anime that has come out recently. There's not been much that's, like, new that I've really loved. It's, like, super loved. Like, the JoJo stuff is great, but that's been a manga forever. JoJo's been a continuous series for a long time. But, like, I haven't watched a lot of, like, the newer stuff that people really freak out over. Like, I know a lot of my friends really love Re:Zero. Never saw Re:Zero. I never watched My Hero Academia. It doesn't appeal to me at all. I know a lot of people love My Hero Academia. Just doesn't appeal to me. I'm just not interested in it at all. I don't know. It's just the way that it is. I don't know. It's just how I feel. But, you know, but that doesn't necessarily mean means that I don't like current anime. I'm trying to think of, like, a more current anime that's come out that I actually kind of enjoy. I don't really watch a lot of anime. Yeah, I guess there really isn't a lot, but that's more because
I'm telling you, it just
because I just don't have a lot of time to watch it, and I just will rewatch the stuff that I already really like, which is a lot of 80s and 90s stuff, honestly.
This is not a great smell, but there's a...
Alright, let's return to Protector's Enclave. But I do have a lot of anime that I do love from the bottom of my butt, so... yeah, you know what? I'm actually gonna step away for just a minute or two. I'm gonna go use the restroom while I make this start to marinate. Let's get the last part of this going, and you guys can just chill out, and I will be right back. Hello, queens. I have returned. I'm back, and I am badder than ever. Nice, what is this? Mystical companion? The fuck are these? An astral deva! Fuck. Ooh, it's a man. I'm not buying that. I just find that to be hilarious. I had a D&D character once, Aradel, who I based my previous Neverwinter character off of, whose body got eradicated, and her Bahamut, her god, put her in the body of a Deva servant of his to preserve her life, and so I got forcibly race changed to a Deva. That was an interesting day. A very interesting day. So we were talking about anime before, but let me get through this and we'll jump into these quests.
Welcome to Acquisitions Incorporated.
Yes, these are actual people that did an actual thing for D&D, if I remember correctly. Like, I think it was like a campaign that they filmed, and then the actual people who played in the campaign do these voices.
Greetings, potential employee or client. We care about you.
Welcome
we
to
care about you, potential
orientation
client or person.
We've crafted an Acquisitions Incorporated experience that's top of the line. I'll meet you down there. Here's the Stone of Sending, which will allow AC Inc. members to contact you. They're usually 20 gold, but don't worry, I'll take it out of your check.
Break room. Don't spend time here. It doesn't look good. Some of the stuff in Acquisitions Incorporated I feel like is a little cringy, but some of it's legitimately funny. Yeah, I might want to save that conversation for after we go through this for the first time. Oh. Because there's going to be a lot of talking and I'm not going to be able to skip it because it's like a little ride we're going on. I don't know how long the ride lasts. Bye. I remember the first time I saw this, I was like, what the fuck?
It's been a while since I've been in our old water-deep stomping ground.
Alright, let's take a ride, Queens.
Sooner we get done with this orientation, the sooner you can come back with a bunch of money. Let's see, a little of this, a little,
Yeah, see, I can't skip this.
Oh,
no. And it'll be annoying if I try to talk in between it, but once we're done with this ride, and I don't believe it lasts very long, we'll have an anime discussion about the best anime I've ever seen.
Welcome, intern, to Acquisitions Incorporated. Prepare to be immersed in Faerun's definitive adventuring brand. Please keep your hands, legs, tails, hooves, horns, pincers, mandibles, and eye stalks in the ride at all times. It's for your safety, which is not legally guaranteed for the duration of this ride. During this excursion, you will be exposed to the pillars of our organization. Opportunity, adventure, and rewards.
Exciting. very exciting.
Welcome to Acquisitions Incorporated. We're not just a company, we're a family. We like to have fun here, don't we?
It's so fun, and I'm so rich.
I'm just gonna tell you what you already know. That take lacked vigor.
I wasn't in the right headspace. Can we do it again? I need to get into character.
Jim, you're playing yourself.
We're just gonna leave all this in then?
We don't have a choice. Okay, let's end this on a high note, all right? 1, 2, 3 acquisitions. Okay, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, and then go. So it's like Acquisitions Incorporated on 4. But I'm not gonna say 4. We're gonna say the thing. Jim, don't say 4, okay?
Okay, honestly, yeah, I appreciate the note.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
4!
Acquisitions.
Acquisitions!
No, they're already done. Acquisitions Incorporated is not for the faint of heart.
You will be tested to your limits. You will find your deepest reserves and push past them.
Like the phoenix who is born anew from the flames, you...
Omen, unless you're a phoenix, fire will just kill you. Do you mean illusory fire? Is that what you're talking about? That's totally different.
Jim, the fire isn't real. And the phoenix isn't real. It's a metaphor.
Yeah, well, I don't know what that is.
Let me think of something I can compare it to. Well, it's sort of... What's taking so long? It should be over by now. I don't want interns and people to think that for themselves.
Oh, god damn it. This pit is a bit annoying to get out of. Dritzdorn, oh god. Who did the thing and named themselves the guy. Oh, damn it. Give me 1 second. I'm pretty sure I have to land on that little lip because I can't. It doesn't want to jump when I get near that lip. I don't think it wants me to stand on it. Wow. Yeah, there's like some kind of invisible something there. Alright, well then what do you expect me to do? Just... Really? Oh my lord. Oh. Yeah, it doesn't want me to jump there. That's so weird. That's so weird. It may be hard to see, but like, if you had the controls and you were feeling it, like, that it lets me jump. It doesn't let me jump once I get over there. Oh, that's so weird. Right, well then how do you expect me to get over there is the question. Oh, I have to go back. That's why. I'm dumb. Clearly I'm not paying any level of attention. I'm tired. Oh, so anyway, anime. Hold it open.
This is gold. Heard of it? Yeah, thought so. And this gold is just waiting for you. All you have to do is reach out and take it. But not this gold. No, this gold is for the ride. It's ride gold. You gotta leave it here. Even though it's fake gold, it's still stealing. We'll know if you take some. And you'll know too. Think you can live with that?
And now suddenly there's ghosts. Ghosts of all the dead interns. Go?
You want gold? Come take it.
No, I don't want gold. You told me to not take it. It's fake gold.
Wait! Please! Stop attacking!
This sucks. Yeah, I mean, if you have a minute.
What's going on down here? I'm trying to do stuff. Thank you for your service. Head upstairs.
Thank you. Those ghosts wanted to unionize. It's always good.
Welcome to Acquisitions Incorporated. You did good down there.
Alright, cool.
I want you to keep the Stone of Sending.
Alright, so
I can't help but know we've got some new interns.
now we're gonna go do our first daily, which is this
Can you go
dungeon
down and check on them? Or
maintenance
pull their
thing.
bodies out of the mechanism at least? You know, it might end up being a little bit of both.
This one's pretty easy. So, anime. So for a long time, my favoriteest anime of all time was Yu Yu Hakusho. Nothing could beat Yu Yu Hakusho. I loved that show. It just was just my kind of thing. But I think JoJo's Bizarre Adventure with Part 5 that's airing right now has beaten that out pretty handily, which I never thought I would see the day.
We're done here.
That was strange.
But, you know, I mean, Part 5 has been incredible. Specifically, specifically with the more recent episodes. Just some of the stuff that has been going on is just pretty awesome. Really emotional, which is really like a big draw for me for the show, is that it has just been, I mean, some of the stuff that happens, I cried. During the last, like, not the last episode, the episode before, where a major character kicks the bucket, I cried so hard. I bawled like a baby when I read it in the manga. In the anime, they just fucking nailed it. And they added another scene too about the character after he dies, which was incredibly gratifying and heartwarming, but also painful in David production. How dare you? Like, I just remember watching that episode and just being like, I think this is finally beating out Yu Yu Hakusho. Like, just my heart, it made my heart hurt. So good. It's so good. I tend to like more anime that is you know, fighting-based, action-based, what back in the day they used to refer to as gar anime, which is just like lots of blood and violence and all that good stuff. That's just always kind of been my thing. I don't know why. If you pick up that sword, by the way, it's an insta-death. It's a cursed sword. The name kind of warns you, but I did pick it up once before, and it's just, you just die. So I really love that. I really love Berserk. If you've ever seen Berserk, Berserk is pretty fantastic. I'm trying to think what, I mean, there's so many. I also really love horror stories, so Higurashi. Really one of my favorites. And Umineko, which is similar type of story made by the guy who made Higurashi. Also incredible, fantastic, good stuff. God, there's so many good there's so much good anime out there. That I will just like forever and a day just love. What are some other good ones? Like I said, I love Bleach. Bleach is definitely one of my favorites. I enjoyed Naruto too, up to a point. I enjoyed the initial arc where they were all trying to be ninjas. I thought that was really well done, and I liked the character interactions, and I thought the lore was kind of interesting. Once it kind of became all about Sasuke, that's when I kind of just didn't care anymore, because I think Sasuke is an abomination of a character. That's right, I said it. At me. Fight me.
What? They took my statue and all the fake gold? Who does that?
I don't know.
You'd be surprised how expensive that fake gold is. Get that stuff.
Okay, so one of the kind of running jokes that I had going on last time I was running this was that there is a pit that you fall into with a bunch of spikes that I always fell for, and I was always like, I'm gonna avoid it, I'm gonna avoid it. Look at me in my eyeballs. I'm gonna avoid it. Also, I should probably finish this one here while I'm thinking about it. Alright, now we need to assemble the scrying orb. Okay, which is just gonna take a couple seconds. That's fine. And then I'm probably gonna have to do that, which is probably gonna take like 18 hours or something. Or I have to go back to Sabella. Whatever one. And I'm gonna see if I can avoid this spike pit this time around. So yeah, I mean, I did enjoy Naruto up to a point. Like, I'm not ashamed to admit, you know, I kind of liked it up to a point. My ex and I used to watch it together a lot. Love Ronin Warriors. Love Saint Seiya. Which was kind of like the grandfather to Ronin Warriors. It's like the OG Sentai anime. Okay, this is the pit. Underneath there is just a bunch of spikes. So, I'm going to be smart and avoid it. Holy shit, I did it. I wasn't stupid enough to fall into the pit. It's a Christmas miracle. Can't believe it. It's like I'm smart or something. Amazing. Die. Cool. Alrighty. Yeah, so I really like the Sentai anime because again, I like the battles. I like the all just so awesome to me. Like, that's just how I feel about it. It just gives me warm fuzzies to just see badass characters just punching and kicking around. The manly tears. Saint Seiya has a lot of manly tears. A lot of manly tears. Saint Seiya has an MMO. I actually kind of enjoy it, but it's... Oh god, the MMO right now is just in Chinese, Korean, and... No, Chinese, French, and Spanish. Because it was released in Brazil, because Brazil is rabid about Saint Seiya, and I'm on the I haven't logged into it in God knows how long, but I'm on the Spanish server, closest I can get to English without going over. So, like, it's a lot easier to understand than the French or the Chinese. But I really wish it was in English so that I could really fully enjoy, like, the story and everything. If it was in English, it would be on stream 100%.
One of your number left this amulet of teleportation down here.
Yeah, goody.
I want to thank you personally. Once I have you have given me access to
the bye-bye. KK. And then I get to fit this whole thing in my pocket magically.
How did you... That was solid gold. Never mind, just jump through the portal. I can't help but know I appreciate...
Alrighty, and there will be more tomorrow to do for Acquisitions Incorporated. Okay, so I can start this job fair thing. And then I could start doing operations or get boons. Okay, I need 175 of these and I have 30. So it just takes a lot. It just takes a lot. Yeah, I'm just not interested in the PvP, man. Okay. So you know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna end the stream for the night. I am going to make sure that I take my companion here and train him. It's gonna take 2 hours. Bye, Pupperino. Hopefully you will be more useful when you come back. Alrighty. Alrighty, well, I really appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me tonight. I hope that if you watch this on YouTube, you enjoyed it. I hope that you continue to hang out for more Neverwinter. Final Fantasy XIV we have going on as well. Layers of Fear 2 is going to be coming in a couple of weeks. I'm really excited about that. There's going to be some fun times. We may have some special, I don't know, short Friday afternoon streams. My job is doing half-day summer Fridays again this year. We used to do writing streams and stuff on Friday afternoons a little bit. I don't know if we'll be doing anything like that this year. But if you're interested in any specific kind of special stream, whether it might just be like chilling out or writing or whatever, let me know. If there's anything specific you'd like to see, for Friday afternoons during the summer. And until then, I'll see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern for more fun game times. Thank you so much for joining me, and I love your faces. Mwah. I'll see you guys soon. Have a lovely evening.